guys, it's Danica. Welcome back to my channel. It is again Sunday. I think I always film on the weekends or on public holidays, but it is Sunday. I again have no plans. Yesterday I wasted so much, well, maybe not wasted. Yesterday I spent all day, and I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I can't start a Netflix series and not finish it. Like, I'm physically incapable of turning it off until I have to go to sleep. So yesterday I started watching A Suitable Boy, which is that 6-episode series about a young woman who is kind of getting ready to get married and looking for a suitable husband in India, in post-colonial India. And it's based on this incredible, massive, major, 1,000-page book that I've never read and I've always wanted to read. So I watched the whole thing. It took I think it took 6 or 7 hours to watch, but it was so worth it. It's amazing. Please watch it if you haven't already. I loved it so much. Basically all day doing that. Today I was supposed to get up and do laundry, but because I was up so late watching A Suitable Boy, I woke up really late and then I didn't want to go to the laundromat. Last night, pretty late at night, we got the news over the internet, and thank goodness I stayed up, honestly, because I would have been so disappointed to have missed that moment. But we got news over social media that Biden and Harris had won the election. And I think I join with a lot of people online and a lot of my friends in my community and my hometown, New York City, to say that I am thrilled. I am so happy. I not only about the politics of it, because to be honest, I am a left-leaning person, but also because of what it represents, specifically Kamala Harris, and how she represents so much about what is possible. I think a lot about the idea that for children and for anybody, if you see it, then it becomes a real possibility. I think over the past 20 years, there's been so much discourse in pop culture about the idea of The Secret, which first became super popular in Oprah days, I would say I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. And the premise of The Secret, I think, is something about how imagination is more powerful than reality. I guess that really depends on what you mean by powerful. But for me, in the real world, just talking about just normal stuff and not I don't know, yes, imagination is incredibly powerful, but representation is concrete and also incredibly powerful. So for me, representation and what the Biden-Harris ticket represented and what it will mean to the feeling of hope and optimism, and what it can mean to a whole new generation of girls and young women from all different kinds of backgrounds, it's so powerful. And I'm so thrilled with this news. So even though I woke up super late today, I thought I should do something today and not just sit in my room and watch more Netflix or just go do laundry. So I'm actually gonna procrastinate laundry a little bit. I'm gonna be a little gentle with myself today. I went to the gym yesterday and did some cardio, but today I'm gonna take off from working out and just try to do some active rest day stuff, walking around the city. I don't know what I want to do. So let's find out. It's just I'm really bad at making plans. Anyway, it's another planless weekend. Good morning. It's the next day. And it's 5:30 in the morning. That's why I sound so I just woke up, because I just woke up. But it's Monday, and so I'm heading to the gym. I didn't end up doing very much yesterday, so I stopped filming. What did I do yesterday? I think I was reading a book. I'm reading Reed Hastings' book. He's the founder and CEO of Netflix, and he wrote a book that came out about 2 months ago. It's called No Rules Rules, and it's about best practices in management and what Netflix does, which is super, super interesting. I'm just putting on my shoes. I've been wearing Converse to the gym lately because, I don't know, I think it looks cool. And also, it's the only shoe that's guaranteed sort of not to come off during, like, when I'm doing the prowler and stuff. Anyway, I'm not even awake yet, you guys. I just woke up. I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna have some pre-workout. What am I drinking for pre-workout these days? I've got Alani Nu. I like Aloha Pineapple. And I also like the Rainbow Candy and the Pink Guava one. But today I'm having pineapple. I'm just trying to get through all of my pre-workouts and all of my protein powders before I leave Hong Kong in December. So put it in an Nalgene bottle. I'm gonna drink this. I'm heading to the gym today, this morning. I'm probably gonna just jump in an Uber and go to the gym because I'm running like a little bit late for my 6:30 session. But I'm starting with a new trainer today, which is really exciting. It is a trainer who I've trained with once before, and I felt like after like a year and a half, it was time for me to like sort of try just like a new regimen. Only also because I'm like leaving Hong Kong in 5 weeks, and I just want to like learn as much as possible. And sometimes it's to do that, like you just need to like try something new. So yeah, I'm trying a new trainer today. Kind of excited. It's not a very flattering angle, to be honest. I made it. I actually really love like this time of morning in Central because there's no one around, and it's nice when it's lighter outside, but it's cool that like all the buses and ding-dings are already running. This is one of my favorite times of the day in Hong Kong, to be honest. Finished my workout and got my cold brew with almond milk. Daily ritual. We're here. Made it. All right, heading in. It's a lot busier than I thought it was gonna be on a Monday, and it's all like grown-ups and some babies, so I guess it's okay. I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad that it's not as hot as I think last time I was here. Last time it was like 85 and so hot, but today it's just like 75 and warm and sunny and beautiful. You know, I don't really know if it's weird that I come here so much, but there's something about like Hong Kong and the chaos of it and the intensity and the crowdedness. When you come to Disney, like you hear the music and like it's zippity-doo-dah, and like all of a sudden my brain just relaxes, and this is exactly what I need today. Christmas tree is up. Okay, I've never been here when there's been like the morning parade, but I guess they've been doing it now, so made it just in time. And yeah, there's like, it's kind of busy, but there's still sort of no one here compared to like Orlando or Anaheim. So you'll see, it's a perfect amount of people. Okay, I'm a little later than I usually am today, so it's like 11:45, and so I thought I would get myself, not a coffee, because I already had a coffee this morning after my workout. I got a Coke Zero, and I got, guess what, I got a corn dog. Corn dog. The birds here are very aggressive. They're very cute though. Okay, now I have some food in my system. I feel a little bit better. But I think today's gonna be like a really light day for me. I'm just gonna do the whole loop, maybe go on a couple of easy rides and go shopping. I'm gonna have some lunch for sure. And I'll probably head back so I can be like a little bit productive this afternoon. I still want to finish my book, so yeah, it's shaping up to be a great day. You know my friend Sherry, and if you follow her, you'll know she comes to Disneyland all the time, and her #1 ride is Ant-Man. She's always trying to benchmark like over 1.2 million points on Ant-Man. It took her so long to get like over 1 million. I've never broken like 200,000. So anyway, this ride's for you, Sherry. Into Ant-Man. Okay, I haven't seen like this many people at Disneyland in like a year, so I guess it's kind of a good thing, but it's also Monday, so that's kind of crazy. But great that things are coming back. Only $3.51. Okay, I got my nephew something from the Ant-Man store. It's a Spider-Man costume that has like puffy muscles, like almost like puffy coat muscles. Anyway, now I'm going into It's a Small World, my favorite ride at Disneyland anywhere.
胳膊和手脚放在船里面，并请照顾好您的小孩，谢谢。為咗你嘅安全着想，請你全程保持喺座位度，將手、手臂同埋腳保持喺船裏面。
Here's another view of the castle from the back. This is like where you can sort of get closest to the castle. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the colors are so beautiful. They're like pale pink and gold and yellow, and it's not like any other Disney castle I've ever seen. It's very dreamy quality about it. I guess that's why it's called the Castle of Magical Dreams. Okay, this is like obviously my favorite part of the park. It's Toy Story Land. I don't know if I'm gonna go any rides, but I definitely want a pineapple slushie. I mean, only in Hong Kong would they point all the fans at the table, so like everything flies off the table. I got my pineapple slushie, and I got a pineapple sushi, and I got little custard buns with little green eggs. Okay, maybe I'm just like eating my way around Disneyland today. This was not open the last couple of times I was here, and I actually really like it. So if it's open, I'm gonna eat here. But it's like this international food hall. You can get like Korean fish soup in the middle of Disneyland, which is really cool. And it's next to Mystic Manor. It's the Explorers Club. Stopped for lunch and I got my favorite, which is the Korean set. It looks like this. This is Korean set #1, which is the ginseng chicken soup. It's like a whole small chicken stuffed with glutinous rice in a soup. Then I got a side of chicken with my chicken, and it comes with like a little rice. This I think is like a pretty spectacular meal for like 15 bucks.
And Miss Melody!
Okay, I got my niece a little Christmas present from the Frozen clothing line, and yeah, all the stores here are on two sides of the street, so I just made my way up one side and down the other side. What's up, guys? It is day 3 of this very random vlog that I've been doing. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I took today off, but then I had a pretty important meeting put on my calendar for this afternoon. So I untook this afternoon off. So I just basically had this morning free, and then I might just go get some lunch. I'm wearing my jacket indoors because the air conditioning is on too high. This is actually, I don't know if you can see, this is the, oh, I have face track on, so it's just following my face. But this is the Whitney Simmons reversible jacket from the latest Gymshark collection. and I have really been liking it. I have never worn or owned a bomber type jacket in my life. I've always felt like it was like they were really in style in the late 80s when I was like a kid. And I remember all these kids in like 6th grade and 7th grade had these like cool bomber jackets. It was sort of like after the Top Gun era, so I don't know, like after a trend was hitting teenagers and adults, like it would trickle down to kids like in the 80s because we didn't have internet, so we learned about things quite late. But I remember kids had bomber jackets and I never had one. It just, I don't know, like it just never, my whole life I never felt like bomber jackets suited me, but for some reason I ordered this one because it's reversible and it's like fleecy on the inside and smooth on the outside, and I figured like I was just doing an order anyway from the Whitney Simmons collection, so I just added this to my cart and I actually love it. I think it's because it's slightly longer. Like it doesn't, like I feel like most bomber jackets hit right at your hip, and because this jacket is, it's like multi-textured, so it also sits a little bit differently. It's not necessarily, it's like structured as some classical bomber jackets are, but also it's a little bit longer. It sort of hits like in like the lower mid part of your hip or your butt, so because it's slightly more elongated, it's a little bit more flattering than bomber jackets I've tried in the past. Anyway, too much information about bomber jackets. This morning I got up pretty early. Even on my days off, I try to stay on an early morning like schedule, just so when I don't have days off, it's not like struggle city to get up. So this morning I got up around 5:30. I did some like random internet stuff. I try not to like go too crazy on my days off. Yesterday I did go to the gym in the morning because I train like 3 or 4 times a week. And today I just got up and I went to get a coffee, read some internet, did some internet things, and I showered. I'm clean. I washed my hair. I never do anything to my hair, which is kind of a lazy habit. I should probably style my hair. But I've never been somebody who styles my hair. Like when I was a kid, my mom used to braid my hair every day. But since, you know, I've been in charge of my own hair, I just let it air dry. Yeah, another day with not much planned. So I think since I have to be on a call at 3, I might just take it easy this morning and then get some lunch and jump on my call. My outfit of the day is the Whitney Simmons bomber, and I'm wearing an oversized Yankee t-shirt, and then I'm wearing some leggings from, what is that brand? It's the brand that makes leggings out of recycled post-consumer plastic bottles. It's that brand. I think it's called the Girlfriend Collective. I really like these leggings. They're a little shiny, but I got them maybe 6 months ago on Net-a-Porter. And to be honest, they actually wash really well. So they're still in really good condition. I wash everything, especially during COVID. I wash everything like after wearing it once. So this has been through the wash a lot. I wear these at least once a week. And then I've got some Adidas socks on and my Nike like 90s inspired, I don't remember what these are called, but they're like the shoes that sort of look like giant fluffy rolls. That's what I call them in my head. So that's it. That's the vlog. I actually came back after lunch. Oh, I bought something. After lunch, I went to the store where the lunch place was in High Sun Place, and there's this whole thing called IT, which is different than the edgy, like cool IT, the one that sells like Comme des Garçons and Simone Rocha and stuff. This one just sells like very like normal, like kind of like skewing younger type brands. Like, I guess not totally normal. This is not like a department store for people who have to go to an office, but it's like, I guess, I don't know what to compare it to in the States. I guess I would maybe compare it to like a contemporary department at like Nordstrom or something, but it's a whole store, and it's called IT, and it's in Hyacinth Place, and I love going there just to look at one brand. My favorite brand to go look at there is Beams Boy, and Beams is a Japanese brand. It's like a casual wear brand. The women's line from Beams it's like sort of like that like boho free people look, but very muted and neutral colors. It's very pretty. But the Beams Boys line, Beams Boy, I think it's Beams Boy, I think it's actually for women, but it's a little bit more, it's definitely for women because there are like dresses and stuff in it. But I've never bought anything from Beams Boy, but I love to look at it because a lot of it is like collaborations, and like they're doing a collaboration right now with Fruit of the Loom, which I thought was like very cool, but like very overpriced. I didn't want to pay that kind of money for Fruit of the Loom, but it was like color block Fruit of the Loom sweatshirts, and they have this collaboration with Champion, and I love Champion. And every year I generally buy like a fuzzy fleecy jacket type thing. I find it so useful for wearing both outdoors when it gets cold, but also for like office when like, you know, it's cold inside or whatever. It's just great for layering. And I saw these and I have to show you because I love it, so I got it. They have this in 3 different colors. It is the Beams Boy Champion. It's like a fuzzy, it's like so, and the lighting here is so bad, I'm sorry, but like maybe if I can put the light on it, you can see it's like super fluffy, fleecy, and it has this sort of puffa coat placket, and it unbuttons all the way down, which gives it sort of a cardigan look. So it's not just like a fleecy pullover, it's a little bit more like just a cardigan silhouette, and it's so soft. And what's great is that it's fleecy both on the inside, see on the inside it's just as fleecy, and on the outside, so you don't get skimped on the fleece. You know, sometimes it's only fleecy on one side and it's like you want the fleece to touch you, but you also want it to look fleecy. Anyway, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I sort of want to go back and get the brown one and the green one, but to be fair, I tried them both on. I tried on both the brown one and the gray one, and I ended up getting the gray one because so many of my clothes are gray and black. But when I put on the green one, it was like a dark mossy green, and I put on the brown one, I was like, I look like a furry monster. So I couldn't buy them because I knew that at the end of the day, like I would just wind up wearing them only at home, and like what a waste of money. So yeah. I sort of had like a weird day, but I definitely think it's just an ongoing symptom of 2020 and this year. And like, yeah, I've just been feeling like a little bit flat all year. And this is part of the reason, this is like one of the many reasons, like one of the many small reasons that all sort of added up to my decision to leave Hong Kong in December, is because I've been like not feeling like fully myself. I've been feeling very like 60% for the second half of this year, like 60% of myself. And I don't like feeling like I'm 60% of myself. And today, like you can tell, right, like from these videos, I don't even make plans to do stuff on the weekends. Like I don't really get excited about doing anything anymore. And I should be excited. Like I should be excited that I am in Hong Kong and I can try all these things and go to all these places that were never available to me like before I moved here. But the truth is that I just feel very like flat. And so yeah, so that's how I've been feeling. Even today walking around, I'm glad I got this, because sometimes just like buying yourself something that you really like or that feels like comforting helps. Well, it helps my mood. I'm hoping that obviously I've also been eating a lot of junk food. I sort of let myself do that when I take days off work, because I think of it as self-care, even though I think in the long run it's probably bad for me. But also getting back into my routine this week will be really good. So tomorrow I go back to work, and also I'm gonna go back to the gym. I'm working with a new trainer who's teaching me a lot about form. I asked her, like, the reason I switched trainers is because I had been on this like wellness journey and fitness journey for a year and a half now, and I love my old trainer, but I did feel like before I leave Hong Kong, and because like my near future is like fairly uncertain in terms of where I'm gonna be and like whether I'll have access to a gym or what kind of training I'll have access to, I really wanted to spend my last 4 or 5 weeks in Hong Kong learning skills in the gym that I could take with me no matter what, like no matter what my situation was next. So I'm working with a new trainer who's teaching me a lot about form and showing me some exercises that I can do myself, where I can like walk into a gym and, you know, not be intimidated using a machine or using like barbells. And that stuff is intimidating, right? Especially if you go to a new city and you're not super familiar with like a gym layout, and you don't have to be a total newbie at the gym to feel intimidated by a new gym or like new environment, you know. I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. And I think once I get back into my schedule and once I like actually like figure out and decide where I'm going to be going in December, then I'll feel better. And I know it seems like totally wild that 5 weeks out from leaving, I don't really know where I'm heading next. I mean, I have a plane ticket and I know where my plane ticket is going, but my plane ticket is going back to my apartment in New York because it was a default. It's like a round trip plane ticket. But to not really know where I'm settling next, and I don't know if it's going to be New York. I'm not against it, but I would like to have some more adventures. It's a little tricky in a year like this, but I don't know. Once I figure that out, once I know what I'm going to be doing, starting at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, I think then I'll be able to make a plan. But in the meantime, it's just sort of going with the flow, which I really like. I'm not sure. Should I be? I don't know. Should I like it? That's what I asked myself. Like, should I? I don't know. Anyway, now I'm just rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like. This is the most random vlog. That's what I say every single time, but I really enjoy making these things, so hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I will see you next time.